The next characteristic will be in terms of its components as we did in scalar product. Means A cross B can be written as A can be written as IAX plus JAY plus KAZ cross B can be written as IBX plus JBY plus KBZ, right? And as we did in scalar product, we'll open the brackets. So this will be equal to, पहले इसको इससे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, फिर इसको इससे, and so on, one by one. So I cross I cross I into AX BX plus I cross J into AX BY plus I cross K into AX BZ plus, अब इसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, J cross I into AY BX, J cross I into AY BX plus J cross J into AY BY plus J cross K into AY BZ, correct? Plus K cross I into AZ BX plus K cross J into AZ BY plus K cross K into AZ BZ. Is it right? Now that will be equal to, what is I cross I? 0, isn't it? We just saw in the previous characteristic I cross I is 0. So this becomes 0 plus, what is I cross J? For that, you can draw this circle I, J, K. So I cross J is equal to K. So in place of I cross J, we can write K into AX BY plus I cross K is equal to what? Minus J. So plus minus will become minus. देखो बराबर है क्या? I cross K, उल्टा जा रहे हैं, reverse direction. I cross K is equal to minus J into what? AX BZ, right? Plus J cross I again in the reverse direction. So J cross I will be minus K. So plus minus will become minus K into AY BX plus J cross J is 0. So this whole term will become 0 plus J cross K is equal to I plus, हम कैसे जा रहे हैं, एरो की डायरेक्शन में, J cross K is equal to I. So in place of J cross K, it will be I into AY BZ plus K cross I is equal to J. So in place of K cross I, it will be J into AZ BX plus K cross J K cross J will be minus I, reverse direction. So plus minus will become minus. So K cross J is minus I. यहाँ पर आया minus I into AZ dy plus K cross K is again 0. Have a look at it. अच्छी तरह से देखो इसको. Then what you can do? Commons निकालेंगे. This is equal to K. यहां पर भी K है और यहां पर भी K है. So K is common. अंदर क्या बचा? ax by minus ay bx. ax by minus ay bx. Then plus j. Common ले लो. This j and this j. Plus j you have taken common. अंदर क्या बचा? az bx minus ax bz plus, now take k common. K कहां पर है? K, it is, sorry, not k, I am sorry, I common. First you took k common, then j common. Now take I common. I कहां पर है? ये I into ay bz, and here, so you took I common from there. अंदर क्या रहेगा? ay bz minus az dy. This can be written in the form of determinants. Determinants के फॉर्म में इसको लिख सकते हैं. Determinants that you are going to study in mathematics at 11th level. 11th में आप पढ़ेंगे what are determinants, कैसे लिखते हैं, क्या करते हैं. But at present तक आप सीखते नहीं मैथ्स में determinants. सिर्फ इतना ध्यान रखो कि this can be written in the form of determinants like this. I, J, K, AX, AY, AZ, BX, BY, BZ. These are called determinants. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Determinants. So this can be written in the determinant form. So this whole thing we wrote in the form of determinants. अब ये determinants आप मैथ्स में तो सीखने वाले हैं, but in physics, while solving the numericals, we shall see कि इसको solve कैसे करना है, मतलब इसको solve करके यहाँ पे कैसे पहुंचना है. That we shall see while solving the numericals in this lesson. Okay, but at present you just remember that this is written in the form of determinants like this. And now the last characteristic of vector product. Suppose if two vectors are represented as two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Two vectors A and B are two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, and suppose theta is the angle between those two vectors. What will be the area of the parallelogram? We know that area of parallelogram equal to होता है what? Base into height. Area of a parallelogram is base into height. So for this parallelogram, this magnitude of vector A is the base, and this will be the height h. Correct? This is the base and this is the height. Now in this triangle, what will be sine theta equal to? Sine theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse. So sine theta is opposite side, means h, the height of the parallelogram, upon hypotenuse is magnitude of vector B. Therefore you can say h is equal to B sine theta. So height of the parallelogram h is equal to B sine theta. Therefore, area of parallelogram will be equal to base means magnitude of vector A. Base is magnitude of vector A into height. Height is h, or you can say this is A into h की जगह हम लिख सकते हैं B sin theta. What is this AB sin theta? It is mod A cross B. This is magnitude of A cross B. So you can say that area of parallelogram is equal to AB sin theta means mod A cross B, magnitude of A cross B. So this is the last characteristic of cross product, that if two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are represented by two vectors, two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are represented by two vectors starting from the same point, then area of the parallelogram is equal to magnitude of cross product of the two vectors. And with this, we finish the theory part of scalars and vectors. Theory part हो गया है, but we have to go through a number of numericals, because since you are new to this field, you may not be knowing, or you may be knowing, that numericals are the most crucial aspect of physics, most important aspect of physics. आपका जो 12th का बोर्ड एग्जाम होता है, in that board exam there are 30% numericals and 70% theory. But in competitive exams, NEET, CET, JEE, right? Any competitive exam, numericals are 70 to 90% and theory is 10 to 30%. Competitive exam में जो कि आपको देना है, you have to appear for NEET or JEE or CET. In any of these exams, 70 to 90% numerical questions are there, and 10 to 30% it will be theory, and that too it will be tricky theory. This means that you cannot separate numericals from your study. Numericals पे कम ध्यान देकर नहीं चलेगा. You'll have to practice, practice and practice. Okay, because numericals can be learned only and only through practice, nothing else. अब एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा है कि जब सिर्फ 10 to 30% थियरी है और 70 to 90% न्यूमेरिकल्स अगर हैं, तो हम खाली न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करेंगे, थियरी क्यों पढ़ना है? Isn't it? This question comes to your mind. It is not so, because numericals are based on theory. 10th तक जैसे था, फॉर्मूला याद कर लिया, न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व हो गया, वैसे नहीं है अभी. Now, if you know the theory very well, अगर थियरी आपको 100% अच्छी तरह से समझी हुई है और याद है, then and only then you can solve the numericals. Otherwise, you cannot solve the numericals. So, you have to understand and learn the theory 100%, and then you have to go to the numericals, because numericals are application of your theory. जो भी आपने सीखा है, जो भी आपका नॉलेज है, उसको आप न्यूमेरिकल्स में क्या करोगे? अप्लाई करोगे. So, in the next lecture, we shall be starting the numericals based on scalars and vectors. Have a nice time. Good day. Bye bye.